So let's talk neutrals. Neutrals are key to interiors. We have had the growth of the grey. I've talked about grey a lot. We've seen it a lot. It's still important, but greys are warming up. They really are warming up in their tones. They're not so cool as they were before. And we're seeing the resurgence of the sort of beige, the taupe, the greyish, those types of neutrals. And in this colour family, we've got, as always, we've got our base layers for your beds or the backs of the sofas, the quilts, and we've got 3 different textures here and different colours here in the taupe, cream, beige family, and they make a really, really good layer for our wonderful creams, beiges and taupes. So over our base quilt layers, we really can mix in some of our textural, warmer neutrals. So here we've got that sort of lovely pinky faux Mongolian, which just adds that lovely lift and lovely sort of glamour. We've got our wonderful boucle cut fur, again, so nice. We've got our wonderful throws for a bit of warmth. So again, we've got our lovely cocoon throw, so gorgeous in this colour, so gorgeous. It's like a cafe latte or something, it's lovely. And we've also got our cut velvets. And there is a really clever thing that you can do. As greys are warming up and as these beiges are warming up, they actually sit together really, really nicely. So you can see that the base of these cushions has got the grey in it. You can add in some of our grey jacquard if you want to mix grey and beige together. You can even layer some of our beiges on top of a grey quilt if you really, really want to. It'll just work so nicely. The other thing that we've got here is our wonderful sort of abstract cushions, which really, really lift a neutral palette. So it's really good to think about that, and also layering different shades of neutral over the top of each other, because it really, really works nicely to give you that warmth, to give you that sense of luxury and indulgence, and really lift a neutral space. And this is really, really good as well with any sort of wood. So if you've got wood flooring, if you've got a lot of wood furniture, if you've got a lot of wood accents, then this just works so, so well with the warmth of this sort of pinky beige. Really, really sings out against a wood tone. Lovely. So in terms of neutral, there is that sort of quite contemporary look that you can also do, which is a bit cleaner, it's a bit more geometric in feel, and we've got some really perfect cushions really to pull that out. So we've got our lovely chambray cushion here with the slub weave. We've got our jacquard. Again, I would suggest layering it over textured cushion. So we've got this boucle cushion in 2 shades. We've got the ecru and we've got the greige here. And one of my favourites here to give you that modern, sort of mid-century modern look is this one, which works so, so well. And this cushion, Genesis, is just really nice because it's got that contemporary shape, but it's got all of those warm tones that we were talking about. And it works really, really well with our cocoon throw, or even our wonderful Serena, which I'm absolutely in love with in this colour because it's just delicious. It looks like, oh, chocolate milkshake or something. It's just beautiful. So I really, really think this sort of layered texture, but with a more earthy elements, works really well in a slightly more modern scheme. Hi, we're here talking about neutrals. As I said, really they're getting much, much warmer. And one of the things that really does for us, means that we can really start to bring in the blush and the pink with these warmer neutrals to really jazz up a scheme. So I'm going to show you how I would do that with some of our products, and it might give you some ideas for how to arrange things in your shop or showroom. So as I said, we've got these lovely caramelly, coffee, cafe latte shades of neutral, and they work so beautifully with pink. So I'm laying them out here so you can see them, and then I'm going to layer on the pink on top so you can see what I mean. So one of our throws that I was talking about in the blue story was our ombre throw here with the pom-poms, and just to see the ombre tones work so nicely against the base of the neutrals. You can add in some glamour with some metallics with our sapphire cushion here, or if you want to make that look completely different, if you're looking for a much more English country garden sort of story, then we've got our wonderful pure linen cushions here with embroidered and printed details, which are so lovely here in this story, and the touch of pink works really, really well. I've got our cocoon throw here in the ecru beige, but I've also got it in a beautiful pink, so you can layer that. And this is how you bring in that modern touch of pink to your neutral room. We've got the Mongolian, the faux Mongolian, again, I'll put it down here so you can see it better, in the pink as well, and it just sits together so nicely. And I also think what you can do here is you can layer again a touch of yellow, a touch of green. I'm going to show you how we do that. Is it this cushion? It's the yellow one. It's the yellow. Then the Serena throw. If I put a bit of yellow into this scheme, it still works against the printed cushions at the front, and you can even add in that touch of green, and it all starts to come together in the way that the best interior designers do it, you know, that sort of layering of colour and pattern and texture, and just looks so sophisticated. So I'd really urge you to have a play with this. I think it could work really, really well for spring, summer.